Oh, so very fragile. This boy wants to know what it's like out there. It's like you could reach out and touch the earth and hold it in the palm of your hand. It makes you ache to want to fix it, to fill it with love and make it right. I should have stayed out there. I should have stayed. But I came back. And the assholes were here, of course, waiting for me. Now, why are the assholes always there waiting, you may ask? Because they don't understand the simple truth. They've always got to turn it around and twist it all up and turn it into shit. But from out there, oh my God, from out there, it is pure and clean and untouched and wondrously beautiful. The boy wants to know what it's like out there. Come here. Come on. It's all in here. In here. With God and me. And it is the only moment of real freedom I've ever had in my life. If you want to find out, you have to go out there. You make the choice, but they gotta send you. They sent me, and they brought me back. But see, I left some part of me out there. It's not here anymore. I left it out there. And I don't think I'll ever get it back. It's all beautiful. You're beautiful. And you're beautiful. And you're beautiful. And I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I'm always sorry.
Anybody home? Hey, buddy, you in there? Paul?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you there?
Just a second, I'm coming. How you did, man?
Hey, Paul, I'm getting old out here.
You're getting old.
Hey, buddy. Sleeping late these days, aren't we?
Phil.
How the hell are you?
How the hell do I look? Come
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, to what do I owe the honor of this visit, Captain Clausen? You been fired, or you just up to see how your betters live?
Thanks a lot, pal. Hey, do I need a reason to see an old moon, buddy?
Especially when you show up in the middle of the night unannounced. I'd say you're on a mission, and don't you bullshit me. I've got a head that won't quit. You want some coffee?
Thanks.
I just can't believe you would lie to me, that's all.
I didn't lie to you, Richard. I only promised to keep a secret. I didn't think it would do any harm. I assumed he was a normal guy.
Well, he's not. I could have told you that. When he came back from his mission, after the debriefing, he was impossible. Arrogant, strange, nasty. They finally had to get him out of Houston. There was a rumor he even told the president to stuff it. I'm not surprised at his drinking, but I am surprised that you let Eric hang around with a man like that.
I didn't know really until yesterday, until I actually saw him. Eric's been so happy and excited. He admires Andrews. He worships him.
Hi, Spaceman.
Hi. Did you get some time off?
A couple of hours.
Did you see Paul today?
No. He must be sleeping it off.
Kind of goes over the deep end sometimes, doesn't he?
Can we talk about something else?
You don't have to talk about anything at all.
Yeah, it looks like it's socked in for the day, Phil. You ought to check your flight.
Oh, I flew up myself.
Still wasting the taxpayers' money? The way things are going, you better save it for the program. You guys are gonna need every penny.
Try. Coming up to see a friend that did so much for the program ain't a waste of money. It's not to me.
Thanks, pal.
Why not for old time's sake? Come on down to Huntsville. Let them take a look. A bunch of people down there would like to see you again.
Well, maybe later. After the summer. But just make sure they understand I don't buy fantasy. I know the facts. But I'll come. For you.
Let's not take any chances. Get back to the LEM. Copy that, Colonel?
Come on, Paul. The readings are redlined. What the hell are you doing?
It's gonna take me a while to get back up. How much time do I have?
We estimate 7 minutes before radiation reaches you.
Phil, listen up. I'm only gonna say this once. You get back to the LEM now.
I'm not leaving without you.
I'll be right behind you. Now move. That's an order, Phil. Move.
Come on, Paul. Move.
Don't worry about me. Just keep moving.
Oh. Home early, huh?
I want you to put that thing away.
Why?
Because I said so, goddammit, that's why. I'm still your father.
For most of the year, that's really hard to tell.
That's why you feel you have to hurt me.
Hurt you? How do I hurt you?
I'll tell you. By being so distant all the time. By doing those damn models when you know how much I hate them. Sneaking around, spending so much time with Paul Andrews.
She told you?
Laurie told me because she's afraid. He's a drunk and a nut, a failure.
A failure? A failure? A man who walks on the surface of the moon is a failure? I mean, he's a hero.
Hero, my ass. You just can't see the truth because your head's so filled with space garbage. I say, grow up. Face reality. Listen to me. For once, just listen to me. You're becoming a man. This is for children. It's make-believe. It's games. I want the best for you. You hear me? Eric?
Yeah. I hear you. You just won't hear me. And there is a program. The shuttle is a program. It's just you're not in it anymore because they fired you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Sure you did. Don't give me that crap about the shuttle being a space program. It's not a real space program. It's nothing but a big plane to carry military hardware. It's not space. It's not the dream we once all had.
Well, it's my dream.
I want you to have a secure future, a real life.
Dad, I got the bug from you. You are the guy who taught me about space
My
and
mistake. This arguing all the time. I hate it. I really hate it.
Well, I don't like it much either.
I want us to be able to get along.
Me too.
You designed this?
Yeah. I'm gonna mount 4 extra engines onto the main booster system.
Oh, what about reinforcing the frame? You'll have to do that with that much thrust.
Well, I already did the main cross struts. Nose gave me a little bit of a problem, though. Lost a couple rockets.
Yeah, we know where the fire department found one of those.
I guess that was more like an ICBM than a space shot.
True to life, huh? Do you, know the lift and thrust potential of those engines?
Yeah.
You give me those engine potentials and I'll, see if I can work it out on a computer in the office.
That would be great.
When are you going to launch this?
Well, if you can get me those figures, I guess it can be ready just about when it's time to go. Go back to Mom.
Tell you what, we're having a little barbecue next weekend. I'd like our friends to see this. And, why don't you invite your friend, Paul Andrews?
Seriously?
Seriously.
Please, God, not now. Not now.
this exit.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi.
Hello.
Here's a view.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Eric.
Just beginning to wonder what happened to you.
Just being fashionably late. How are you, Mark? Is this your dad?
Oh, yeah. This is Paul Andrews. This is my father, Richard Michaels.
Welcome, Colonel. It's an honor to have you in my
No,
office.
it's my honor. And Paul, I left the colonel in Houston years ago. That's the mom?
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a Saturn V?
But yeah. I mean, I made a few modifications on it.
Well, congratulations. It's fantastic. But would it fly?
Oh, yeah, it'll fly.
And who is this beautiful man?
Colonel Paul Andrews, Cynthia Rogers.
It's Paul. I'm retired.
Why would a handsome, virile man like you want to retire? Let me buy you a drink.
How could I refuse?
Okay.
Go on, what else?
You're a spiritual man. The only child. And a loner.
What's that?
That's your lifeline.
And what does that tell you?
It tells me that you need another drink. I'll be right back. You don't go away now. Okay?
It's good, isn't it?
Huh? Oh, it's terrific. He did a hell of a job. He's a great kid, really great.
Well, you and Cynthia seem to be getting along very nicely.
She read my fortune.
Well, she came with my boss, so I hope you don't have any ideas about it.
Mr. Michaels, I don't steal other men's women.
Yeah, I suppose. You guys never had to steal anything, did you? Everything was handed to you on a silver platter. All you had to do was take it.
I beg your pardon. What are you talking about?
Talking about the days of Apollo, Colonel, when you guys were the heroes and we were the insignificant little shits who did all the work. That's what I'm talking about.
Excuse me, Mr. Michaels. I suggest you back off. Eric told me about how you were laid off from the program about your divorce and all, but I had nothing to do with that, and I'm really very sorry. As far as Cynthia is concerned, I think she's old enough to make up her own mind about her men, don't you?
Bullshit. You're as arrogant as you always were. You still don't understand who you really are and what you really did.
Just a minute. What the hell are you talking about?
Talking about Apollo. I'm talking about us working our asses off night and day to get you guys to the moon and back so you space cadets could take all the bows. I'm talking about us being discarded when it was over.
You think that's my fault? You blaming me, mister? You are nuts. I'll tell you what happened, sir. A few of us came forward and put our lives on the line. You hear me? Our frigging lives on the line! And don't give me that teamwork crap, my friend. We spent years of our lives under a microscope having our bodies and minds probed like amoebas. And we sat on the top of your goddamn firecrackers and drew G's blasting off. And I personally landed that limb myself on a place 250,000 miles from here. And while I was doing that alone, sir, you and your buddies were sitting in a comfortable, air-conditioned mission control with your feet up, sipping coffee, and acting like you knew what it was all about. Well, my friend, you don't know shit. And that is the bottom frigging line, like it or not.
The bottom frigging line, as you call it.
Is that it took NASA years to decide to send men instead of monkeys on those missions. You guys were nothing but sky jockeys in expensive spacesuits with computers to do your thinking. Computers and programs that we designed.
I watched 3 of my buddies burn to death in a frigged-up space capsule designed by you geniuses.
Nobody knows about all of our people who died on construction
You
accidents.
son of a bitch! How many construction accidents blew up 6 miles above the earth?
Dad! Whoa! Stop!
No more booze, all right?
It's your choice. I spoke to Phil Clausen after they brought you in. He told me you agreed to go down to Huntsville. I want you to promise me something.
What?
If they want you to have treatment, you'll do it.
All right, it's a deal.
Now you're making sense. And by the way, you have a visitor. He's been hanging around all morning. A kid named Eric.
Eric?
You want to see?
Yeah, sure. Doc, he doesn't know what's really wrong with me, does he?
Of course not.
Thanks a lot.
Dr. Davis, telephone, please.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine. How are you?
What's
These are from Mara. She says hello.
Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah, there's a vase over there on the sink. So, how's the rocket coming?
Dad's been helping me out a bit.
Put him there. Listen, I really feel awful about what happened. Your dad's a nice guy.
He feels lousy about it, too.
Yeah, but I was unfair, and I was drunk, and I'm so very sorry.
He's sorry, too. So how long are you gonna be in here?
Just a few more days. Hey, when do you go home?
A week from Sunday.
Great. Do you like sailing?
Yeah.
Well, I